Emergency Management Agency. Chan criticized the team for not being self-sufficient. Team leaders say that's not entirely true.
As they're equipped right now, their facilities, their equipment, everything, no, they're not. But the Forest Service has the equipment that could be here within an hour.
The team trains continually. Leader Brian Ingalls shows us just some of the sessions members have completed this year.
I'd like to think that we're trained better than some teams. Unfortunately, they're getting all the experience.
It's become so frustrating for the team that one member today has simply thrown in the towel.
The individual has stated that if he's not going to be utilized in his role or in the role to which he's trained, then he feels that his time can be better used elsewhere.
The team is critical no help has been sent to Taiwan. Chan disagrees. He says Ottawa has sent condolences and money, but that may not be enough. Hope is fading that any more survivors can be found in the debris.
Now that they've been sold to a Missouri billionaire.
Already badly damaged through the rubble of burned-out buildings looking for survivors. This 12-story building was barely standing after Tuesday's quake. It collapsed after the aftershock. It's not known if anyone was trapped inside. Officials say the first quake killed more than 2,000 people and as many as 80,000 are homeless. The rough and tumble of politics.
30 seconds. It was measured at a preliminary magnitude of 6.8. That's compared with the 7.6 reading of last Tuesday's devastating quake. The president of Taiwan has invoked emergency rule to help the government cope in the aftermath. That allows the government to offer more financial aid to quake victims, and it spells out severe punishment for those trying to take advantage of people who have suffered losses. 2,000 people were killed in the quake, but a 6-year-old boy who was rescued after being trapped for 87 hours under the rubble of his family's collapsed apartment building is in good condition today. The boy's parents and 2 sisters did not survive.
Russia has had to deal with more scares. Violent tremors, one lasting 30 seconds, rumbled through the city of Taipei. Reports said one of the aftershocks had a magnitude of 6.8. The aftershocks came as officials said the death toll from Tuesday's quake now stands at just over 2,000 people. Russia.
Rescue workers have pulled a man and his brother from the debris of a toppled building. Both were conscious and able to talk to those who saved them. Officials believe there are up to 3 others still alive and buried under the wreckage of what was once a hotel and apartment complex. But despite the miracles, the destruction continues. Another powerful aftershock has hit Taiwan, this time in a nearby village. The powerful tremor had a magnitude of 6.8. First reports say at least 4 people have been killed. The worst hit area was a town already badly damaged from this week's earthquake. Emergency workers sifted through the rubble of burned-out buildings looking for survivors. This 12-story building was barely standing after Tuesday's quake. It collapsed after the aftershock. It's not known if anyone was trapped inside. Officials say the first quake killed more than 2,000 people, and as many as 80,000 are homeless. The rough and tumble of politics.
After a devastating earthquake, rescue workers pulled a man alive and seemingly in good health from the wreckage of a hotel and apartment complex and then pulled out his brother. Authorities now believe up to 4 or 5 others may still be alive inside the collapsed building, and they're digging by hand to get to them. Friday, rescuers pulled a 6-year-old boy from under the rubble of his family's collapsed apartment building. He had been trapped for 87 hours, but is in good condition.
A rescue team made a miraculous discovery. They rescued 2 brothers who had been trapped.
Given up hope 5 days after Taiwan's devastating quake, few believed anyone could still be pulled from the ruins alive. But then the unthinkable. A 20-year-old man, apparently unhurt, emerges into the waiting crowd. His brother has also been rescued. Both say they drank their own urine to survive. A flagging rescue operation has been given new impetus.
We know there must be more people under the debris, but we don't know how many.
But amid this instance of relief, more despair. This powerful aftershock sent rescue workers into panic. A quake of 6.8 in magnitude, it was enough to bring more devastation. In the central town of Mingchen, this 12-story apartment block collapsed onto a main road. It had already been evacuated, but rescue workers say people may be trapped in cars beneath the rubble.
We got here as fast as we could, and we're now using sonar equipment and life sign detectors to see if we can find anyone who may be lying under the building.
Elsewhere, landslides claimed more lives. In the earthquake zone, this mother lost 2 of her children, crushed to death by falling earth. It was an unexpected tragedy in an island still reeling from disaster.
The biggest of the recent quakes may have come and gone, but with thousands of aftershocks capable of devastation like this, it is an unnerving future facing the people of this stricken island. Matthew Chan, CNN, Mingchen, Central Taiwan.
Island, rescuers have found 2 men alive under tons of debris. They're brothers, aged 20 and 25, and as Raymond St. Pierre reports, their survival is considered nothing less than a miracle.
The 2 brothers survived their 130-hour ordeal by drinking their own urine, eating 3 apples, and playing bridge to keep their morale. The rescue boosted morale of the search team. It proved that miracles are still possible. Both brothers were found to be in stable condition, but will be close. They inhaled a lot of smoke while they were trapped in the 78-room Songshan Hotel in Taipei. The bottom floors of the hotel had collapsed, leaving it leaning on a neighboring commercial building. As the rescue took place in Taipei, emergency workers in Nantou County